Okay, 1e here. So we have an integral with an infinity, definitely using some limits. I got the integral from 2 to infinity of 1 over x to the 5th dx. So you should be pretty familiar with this. Anytime we see an infinity, we're going to use some limits. So I'm going to write the limit as b goes to infinity. Reminder, why do I use a b? We often talk about the integral from a to b. So if I'm subbing out the top bound, I typically use a b. That's the standard way to do it. And if I was subbing out the bottom bound, like this one, which I don't have to in this case, I can leave it as a 2, I would sub it out as an a. But let's go ahead and just do this. We get the limit as b goes to infinity. Now I'm going to do a quick power rule on this. This is x to the negative 5th. So in order to do power, I got to go up 1. Up 1 from negative 5 is x to the negative 4th. And then I need to do 1 over the new power, which is a 1 over negative 4, times that x to the negative 4th. And then I need to evaluate this from 2 out to infinity. Oh, no, not infinity. This is the whole reason I'm using my limit notation. 2 out to b, which goes to infinity. All right, so let me rewrite that. That is the limit as b goes to infinity of, I'm going to write negative 1 over 4 x to the 4th evaluated from 2 to b. Okay, so what comes next? Well, now I can do some work to make this a little bit easier to read. So we'll come over here. This is the limit as b goes to infinity of negative 1 over 4 b to the 4th. Just like I would evaluate any integral, I always plug in the upper bound first, and then I'm going to subtract the lower bound plugged in. So I get minus, and then I get another negative 1. That's going to give me a double negative, which will be a positive, over 4, and then times 2 to the 4th. Now what I want you to see is this limit right here, it goes to 0. Why is that? Because I get 1, whatever the negative, doesn't matter, 1 over 4 times an infinitely large number. And that infinitely large number in the denominator is a number like 1 over 9,99999. What would that be? It would be tiny. And the bigger b gets, the smaller this fraction gets. So it goes to 0. So I get that this is equal to, 0 plus 1 over 4 times 2 to the 4th. And from there, you can just do some arithmetic. And 2 to the 4th is 2, 4, I'm using my fingers, 8, 16. So that is 1 over 4 times 16, which winds up giving me 1 over 64. And that's my answer, and I will see you in the video for F.